My throat chakra has been closed, but the only way to open it is to make a video. So even though I'm laying down, I thought this is a message I should tell my audience. So I was laying here thinking, the best part about going to rehab was that everybody there didn't have their phone. And I didn't think about that at first, but that's the conclusion I came to. I was thinking, like, when we were all, like, in the dining hall and, like, I was meeting people that I've never met, and everybody is themselves. They're not like, I don't know how to say it. Like, okay, so after rehab, I got, like, some of the people's information, and we connected online, and when I saw a picture of them online, it made me not think of them as themselves. Like, now I thought more critically of them in photos across my phone. When I was there at rehab, walking in the dining hall, everybody is purely living for what is in front of them. Nobody has a phone. I cannot explain this feeling. It felt like you were in, like, an old movie where the main characters are like a group of friends in high school, and they're just walking through the cafeteria and talking with their buddies and, like, conniving their plans. Not conniving, but they're, like, actually talking about what they want to do later. They're not... It seems like they're really living. Like, in those movies, like, things seem like they're happening so fast, and it's just because everybody's present. Everybody's, like, using 100% of their time face to face with other people. There is no other option than face to face. And that made people seem like more mysterious, I guess you could say. It made them seem like they were deep and complex and real. And, like, me getting to talk to them felt intimidating, I guess, because they stood so strong in, like, who they were. They didn't have anything that they had to be. They were just their authentic selves. So, like, one girl was really cool because she was, like, a cowgirl. And then the other guy that she was friends with was just, like, tough and wore boots. And then my other friend, she was like a city girl. And everybody was like a character. They weren't like the NPCs you encounter when you're going to get coffee and everybody's just waiting in line and sitting and looking at their phone. My pizza's done. It felt like we were real. And I was walking around the dining hall at rehab, I was laying in bed just thinking about that. Just thinking about, like, what it felt like to be in a room full of other people that are 100% there. They're not looking at something that's somewhere else. They're not like looking at your phone is literally looking at a wormhole. You're, like, opening a wormhole to a different place. So you were not there. Like, you were looking at that place. It was such a good feeling, and I miss it so much. And I thought back to it, and it literally was my real life Breakfast Club, because in that movie, it was before phones, like cell phones. They had, obviously, landlines, but in that movie, it was before phones. They had the raw dog detention. Do you understand? In the Breakfast Club, they all had Saturday detention because they got in trouble. And they had to sit there in that room, like, be there, not in their wormhole, black screen. They had to be there. They couldn't go anywhere else. I can't, like, escape through my phone. And that made you have to actually, like, have a character, have characteristics that are unique to you, and decide who you want to be without any examples. Like, the only examples they would have are the other people around them. And you don't want to copy the people around you, because then it's going to be noticeable and everyone's going to be like, that's just you copying that person. They couldn't go on Pinterest and find styles and aesthetics. They had to be like, okay, what do I enjoy? I'm not going to get my ideas from anywhere else. I'm purely going to get my ideas from what I like. I'm going to decide what I like on my own, just by the feeling. Like, does it feel good when I wear this leather jacket? Does it feel like me when I put on these cowboy boots? Like, they were going off how they felt to decide what they were like. Do you understand? Okay, my pizza's done. If I have another message, I'll come back. Bye. Before I make my eat my pizza, the other thought I had yesterday was when I was going to my AA meeting, I was driving and thinking about how I didn't feel any relation to my drunk self. Like, I felt like that was a different person. And then during this drive, I was like, that is you. Like, the drunk you is still you. It's just you without the, enhanced emotion. It's still you. All the alcohol did was enhance your emotion. So if I was crazy when I was drinking, which I was, that means that me, as a normal person, I'm not going to say is crazy. The way I was crazy when I was drinking is I was really aggressive about people finding their life's passion. Not their life purpose, because I don't care if you, like, are fulfilling a purpose that the world needs. I care about what you're passionate about doing, like what gets you excited. And when I was drinking, I would be, like, yelling at people in the street, like, you have to live your life the way you want to. Don't let anybody tell you how to be. And it would be kind of scary because I'm, like, yelling and running and talking to strangers, and you can't really tell me to stop or calm down. And if I see something unjust, I would get really angry and defensive. That was me with amplified emotions. When I'm not drinking, I'm still that same exact person. I do get angry when I see something unjust, and I get really heated. And you could ask anybody around me, like, if you say something I don't like, I will tell you immediately in front of everybody. What did you say? What did you mean by that? And it really catches people off guard. But when I was drinking and doing that, it was the same. It was just like, I might also punch you. And I never really put that together. I always thought, like, I'm nowhere close to that person. Drunk Michaela is not sober Michaela at all. But they're the same. And I am passionate about everybody finding their life's passion. Still. That's like that has become my job. I want to make paintings, because that's my life's passion. And I want to teach other people how to be present and find something that relaxes them. Find something that they can do that's not scrolling on a phone or watching a movie, or something that is engaging and you can get lost in it, and it's something you want to do every day. Even if you don't want to do it, you like know it'll make you feel better after you do it. So that could be working out, cooking, organizing, like gardening, designing, sculpting, accessorizing, anything you like to do that will like entrance you. You won't be able to think about anything else while you're doing it. You'll be thinking of like, ooh, what if I tried this instead? And you'll be experimenting and playing. I want everybody to have that. And I'm not gonna like go yell at you in your face, but I will say something. So drunk Michaela and sober Michaela are the same. Just one is calm. I can finally say the word calm to describe myself. So if there's anything else that I have to say, let me think. The channeled song was Paint with All the Colors of the Wind. The lyrics to that are, the land you think, any land you land on is yours. And if you actually, these aren't the exact lyrics, if you actually look closer, you would see every rock and creature has a soul, and you have to be part of it. You can't just take away the life that is on Earth. Because if you treat Earth like it's a dead thing, you don't have anything in the end. Earth is what gave you all the stuff you wanted. All those fertile fields of green grass. If you mow it down and put a parking lot, what is that parking lot there for? I have to be obtaining something from the earth, or else I have no reason to go on. I wouldn't even be able to. There wouldn't be food. And the other channeled song is a new song. It's called Jackie Down the Line. And it's talking about how this man is not able to find any woman interesting enough to be in a relationship with because he himself is messed up. And he's warning her, like, I'm not gonna be able to treat you good or respect you. I'm just a selfish person, and I'm probably gonna mess you up because that's what I do to people. And at first you're like, man, this guy fucking sucks. But then you're like, oh, he realizes that the reason he messes other people up is because he himself is damaged, and because of his unresolved issues, he won't be able to treat you respectfully. And it's actually kind of good that he's self-aware and he's not gonna just like ruin a bunch of women's lives. He's letting her know up front, like, hey, just so you know, I'm Jackie down the line. It's not gonna be good if you stay. So, and you know, that is kind of like my relationship because we're both Jackie down the lines. But we both were like, hey, if you want to leave because you deserve better, you can. And the other person was like, if you want to leave because you deserve better, you can. And then we were like, wait, we both think we're undeserving because of our childhood trauma of like not being heard when we were little by our parents. And then it was like the Spider-Man meme where everyone's pointing at each other like, we can keep the people we love around us if we want. Like, we're allowed to do that. I don't have to let my childhood trauma push everybody away. And we're still, happy as clams. Every time we have a fight, it's basically saying, like, I'm hurting on the inside, and I feel like I'm bringing you down. And then the other person's just like, you're not. Don't think that way. Because it's an effort. Someone else used this term, which I hadn't heard before. It was, bear with me. There's something about your parents and like wanting to get them back. So you're like angry at the people you love because you're angry at your parents. What was the term he used? I'll think of it later. But you become everybody, no matter what kind of childhood you had. You decide, like, then and there at a very young age, like, okay, it's not safe when I ask for help. It's like something bad occurs when I need affection. And then you don't even realize that that's not a truth. It's something you told yourself. So when you're older, you're like, oh, that fact that I told myself is actually a lie I made up because my brain was scared. And then you can release it all. Like, my fear was that what I said didn't matter. And that's why filming is helping my throat chakra, because last week I didn't film. I don't think I filmed for the last 2 weeks. And I can even hear my voice getting louder just from, like, how powerful I feel when I talk. It, like, really gets me going. And if I'm not talking, I don't feel powerful. So it's a catch-22. And I was noticing the past 2 weeks when I wasn't making videos, I could not talk. Like, the people I was trying to have a conversation with, the words were not coming out of my mouth, even though I knew what I wanted to say. I was just tripping over my words. I had to, like, spit words out. I was like, connection. Multiple times, different conversations, it kept happening, and I was like, I should make a video. I think my throat chakra needs some help. I also moved my body a lot. By a lot, I mean 2 times the past 14 days. Not bad. It was Pilates, and I'm really sore, and my body's really tired, but it felt really good. And I want to do it again, and I want to keep doing it. I think that moving my body is a must. I don't think that's something that is an added bonus. It's something that is necessary, and you need to do it consistently. It's like brushing your teeth, which I also need to do more consistently. Consistently, you need to be exercising and eating well. Oh, my pizza. Don't forget that. That is not a passion or an extracurricular. That is a necessity. So if somebody's saying, like, you don't have time to eat or work out, I would say, that's against my human rights. I need that. Number 2, what is so urgent that you can't, like, eat a sandwich for a second? What has to be done right away that I can't stop and put sustenance in my body to fuel the gas tank of the engine that my heart and brain are? Comment if you think the brain is the engine or the heart's the engine, or if they work in conjunction, or if the brain's like the defibrillator. No, that's a heart thing. If the brain's the combustor, is that a car part? Turbine. No, that's in an engine. I know the car parts are the coolant, the engine, you see the topinator needs to be connected to the, have you seen the one with the deer's arms? And he's like flopping his wrists and pointing to car parts. There's something that starts with a C. Coil? Yeah. Maybe the brain is the coil. I'm gonna go eat my pizza. This is Michaela.Amory O'Connor. I'll say my last name too, because I have a website and it's gonna say my last name on there. So I gotta fix my website because it's not linked to my Instagram yet, so I took down the URL, but it's michaelaamory.squarespace.com. And soon I'm going to have a collection of like charcoal bubbly watercolors, different prints available coming soon. Posting art every day on my Instagram. I don't always post to YouTube for my art because I think this is more of like my channeling, intuitive downloads page. Maybe I could put some art here too. You guys get to see both. And yeah, happy Wednesday. I hope you move your body in a way that feels good. Don't be gross. I mean like the elliptical or a bench press. Yeah, 2 more days till the weekend.